In the dark woods of the north, a creature hunts the forests during the coldest months of the winter. Originating in the mythology of the tribes that live in the far north of the United States and the forests of Canada, the Wendigo was many things. It was a creature that roamed the forest hunting those that had journeyed too far from civilization. It was an evil spirit that could possess those who were close to starving to death or had succumbed to extreme greed. It was a metaphor for the excess of mankind and the horrors that it could bring about. In its earliest forms, the Wendigo was a hunter who became lost in the woods in the coldest months of winter. Starving to death, he came upon another human and was driven into a frenzy. He killed the man, consuming his flesh and transforming into a creature that was more beast than man. This is one of the legends that give birth to how a Wendigo is created. When a person is starving and resorts to eating human flesh, they are transformed into a Wendigo. However, another version of the Wendigo legend sees a great warrior making a deal with evil spirits in order to defend his tribe. Although he is able to protect his tribe, he is transformed into a monster. Once peace is brought to the land, the people no longer needed the warrior, and thus they cast him out. The translation of Wendigo has varied. Some believe that it means the evil spirit that devours mankind, while others have translated it simply as cannibal. Both translations can be seen as accurate given the legends that surround the creature. The appearance of the creature varies as well. In some legends, the Wendigo is unlike Bigfoot, broad, muscular, and hairy. Others have stated that it is a giant, thin monster that grows each time it kills and consumes human flesh, so that its appetite is never sated. Still, others say that it is no bigger than a normal human, yet it is fast and strong, despite being thin as a skeleton. While its size varies, usually they are described as hairless creatures with gray skin, glowing eyes, and long tongues. Interestingly, most artistic pictures of them lean more into the realm of the Marvel Comics character, that of a hairy creature with horns. The Wendigo is an excellent hunter and can mimic the sound of human voice, luring people until it can pounce on them. Some say that it can control the elements and the animals around it. It is for this reason that the monster is used to explain disappearances during the long winter months, such as in the late 1800s when a large group of tribesmen went missing. However, not every legend of the Wendigo has the creature being a physical manifestation. It was during the harsh winter of 1878 in Alberta that a trapper named Swift Runner and his family were starving. While there was food at Hudson's Bay Company Post, just 25 miles away, the man went insane and murdered his whole family. He cut them up and ate them. People believe that Swift Runner had been overtaken and possessed by the spirit of the Wendigo, and the man was tried and hung for his crimes. These events led to the belief in a condition known as Wendigo Psychosis. The tribes feared the evil spirits of the Wendigo overtaking their people, and so they would perform ceremonies and tribal rituals to protect them. These fears saw people being hunted and killed when it was believed that they had been overtaken by this evil spirit. In 1907, a medicine man named Jack Fiddler and his brother were tried for the murder of a young Cree woman. The brothers claimed that the woman had been overtaken by the spirits of the Wendigo, and that they had hunted and killed 14 people total who had been afflicted. Before he could be tried for his crimes, Jack took his own life. He and his brother were pardoned for these events, though. So strong was the fear of the Wendigo spirit. Like many legends and myths, the belief in the Wendigo also seems to be used as a way to warn people against the darkness that overtakes humankind from greed, excess, and murder. Much like the metaphorical boogeyman, the idea that you will turn into a hideous monster should you consume another human being's flesh seemed to be created to ward people away from this most heinous of crimes. Even if it came down to your own death instead, Better to die hungry than to haunt the winter forests, never able to sate your appetite. Thank you for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a like, leave a comment in the section down below, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to click that little bell to make sure you get those notifications when we release videos about myth, lore, and tales of Earth.